Hey guys, welcome back to 4-Wheel Driver's Life. Today we're testing the Novsight's new X series against the Novsight's existing Halo 3-inch light and also the Baja Designs Squadron Sport. I'm going to show you their difference in the real world side by side on the field, and I'm going to test the lux number on my garage door from the same distance so that there is a straightforward comparison of the output and the light pattern. I'm also going to measure the current going into each light to show you whether they're different from the claimed wattage and amperage. Without further ado, let's begin. First, I'm measuring the lux number on my garage door. The light is about 20 feet away from the garage door. This shows you the intensity of the light and the light beam pattern. 1348 lux, Baja Designs Squadron Sport. Novsight Halo 3-inch 1742 lux. Novsight X series 1895 lux. Alright, here's a summary and the side-by-side of all three lights. Novsight X series measured at 1895 lux, Novsight Halo 3-inch measured around 1742 lux, and Baja Designs Squadron Sport measured around 1348 lux. From the side-by-side pictures, I want to point out that the X series actually have a larger hotspot in the middle, with narrower spill around the hotspot. The Novsight Halo 3-inch light is a combo pattern with a smaller hotspot in the middle and a larger spill or larger flood area around the hotspot. Baja Design's combo pattern actually consists of a wide cornering on the bottom and a spot on the top that provides a narrow but very wide pattern as pointed out here. And the color temperature of the Baja Designs is on the warmer side. Lastly, I want to point out that Baja Designs has a lot of spill other than the main beam pattern, as pointed out here as you see on the garage doors in the peripheral. Here I'm measuring the current going through each light to get an idea of their power draw. For Novsight Halo 3-inch light, it pulls around 3.41 amps. Novsight X series is pulling around 1.96 amp, which can be rounded up to 2 amps. Baja Designs Squadron Sport pulls around 2.33 amps. For the Novsight X series, it's claimed to have 30 watt of power. Let's assume the battery is providing 12.5 volt of power, therefore the wattage is measured at 25 watt for the Novsight X series. Novsight's Halo 3 series light is measured to be 42.6 watt, and Baja Designs Squadron Sport is measured around 29.1 watt, which is very close to its claimed 30 watt power. Most of you may already know that the raw power only matters so much. When it comes to light output, beam patterns also very important. Let's find out how their beam patterns look in a real-world scenario. I'm going to label each light as they were turned on individually so that you know exactly which one you're looking at. I started with my Toyota's factory LED low beam and high beam, and also the Dow Dynamics SS3 Pro fog light as a baseline to provide a perspective for brightness and range. The camera is also in a manual setting so that it doesn't auto-expose for the difference of brightness of the light. Please remember I'm testing single light pod in this video. Here is the Baja Designs. The Squadron Sport's combo pattern has the widest range compared to the Novsight lights due to the wide cornering lens. The color temperature is also on the warmer side. The reach of the Baja Designs Squadron Sport is a little lacking compared to the other two lights. Now we have the Novsight X series. Due to the larger hotspot observed from the garage door testing, we can tell that it has a wider beam in the middle down the field, and also it reaches further than the Baja Design Squadron Sport. However, due to less spills of the nature of this light, it doesn't cover as wide of an area as Baja Designs. It could be good or bad depending on your needs are. With a very strong spot beam, the Novsight Halo 3 reaches further down the field. However, the spot beam is a little on the narrower side, or someone could argue is more focused. The near field coverage of the light is better than Novsight X series, however, it's a little lacking compared to the Baja Designs Squadron Sport. Here I'm flipping between the 3 lights to help you get a visualization of the difference. Here's another angle of all 3 lights. It clearly shows you that Baja Designs Squadron Sport has the widest beam pattern. The Novsight X series has the widest center hotspot. The Novsight 3-inch halo is a little brighter than the Baja Designs Squadron Sport. However, it's still a little narrower compared to the Baja Designs on the lens. But the Novsight 3-inch halo also have other patterns to choose from when you purchase them from the website, which I believe could yield to a wider pattern. Now let's talk about DRL. I believe aesthetics is also very important when I choose an off-road light, and this is where the Novsight shines. While Baja Designs doesn't offer any backlight option for the Squadron lineup, Novsight has been very innovative in terms of the backlight design. I'm personally a huge fan of the Halo's backlight functionality, and I didn't think Novsight could do any better. With their new X series, I believe they just stepped up the game in terms of the backlight design. I could never thought of an off-road light with almost a matte white panel in the front with the DRLs embedded right underneath it. It's just an ingenious design. Alright, so which one do I think is the best out of the 3? Personally, I really like the X series given the price being $100 a pair, where the Baja Designs coming in at about $240 to $250 a pair. Novsight 3-inch halo comes in around $340 a pair. I believe it's priced against the Baja Designs Squadron Pro instead of the Squadron Sport tested here. I'd pick the Novsight X series for inclement weather condition because it has much less spill, so there will be much less light going back into the driver's eyes. However, if I'm just using the light in a clear condition at night, the maximum distance will be achieved by the Halo 3, or if I really needed the maximum width, I would go with the Baja Designs Squadron Sport. So after seeing this comparison result, which one would you choose for your off-road lighting needs? Feel free to comment below, and if you like the content, please subscribe and hit the like button. I'll put the links of the products in the description below so you can check them out. Thank you so much for watching, have a good one.